Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Staples Center, the sports and entertainment center of the world. For the NBA playoffs, tonight, game number 2 of the Western Conference second round series between the visitors of the number 4 seed, the Utah Jazz, and the home team, the number 1 seed, your Los Angeles Lakers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, direct your attention to center court. Kia Motors is the official sponsor of this year's NBA Most Valuable Player Award. Please welcome Kia Marketing Director Tim Chaney, who is here to congratulate Kobe Bryant. Thank you, Kia. Let's hear it for number 24, Kobe Bryant.
Do you believe this in the background in Sacramento, of all places? The history these two teams have here as they're chanting MVP in the background.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the moment we've all been waiting for, the Los Angeles Lakers are pleased to welcome NBA Commissioner David Stern, who is here to make a very special presentation to number 24, Kobe Bryant.
Kobe, you have had an amazing season. Your team finished atop the most intensely competitive Western Conference. You've helped mold it into a championship contender, and when we thought you couldn't get any better, you did. There have been many performances this year that are MVP worthy, but as it is said, there can only be one, and that one is Kobe Bryant, the recipient of the 2007-2008 NBA Most Valuable Player Award presented by Kia. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm so thankful, and I'm lost for words. I don't know what to say. I love you guys so much. It's been 11, 12 years. We still got many more years to go. We're gonna play until June. I love you. Now let's get this party started.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Southwest Airlines game break continues, as you saw live here moments ago on TNT. The Commissioner David Stern handing the MVP award, the first of his career, to Kobe Bryant. And you heard the chants of MVP and bringing the entire team out there with him for the moment. Great scene at Staples Center, and after it was done, Natalia and Gianna, his daughters, with a bouquet of flowers for the MVP. Welcome back inside Studio J in Atlanta. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Charles Barkley. And I know you're watching that, and your mind just goes back to the night during the playoffs where you were in that same position.
It's just an unbelievable feeling. Number one, it's obviously an individual award, but it's really a team reward. And it's just exciting. And like he said, first of all, you just can't cry. because it's a really emotional thing. And like I said, he deserved it. It's well earned. But it's just a wonderful thing. You really can't, all you can say is thank you, Lordy.
How does it affect when you're about to play a game?
Well, first of all, we talked about it a little bit. It's going to fire the Utah Jazz up because, you know, first of all, for Kobe, he wants to play well tonight. You know, when you get an award like that, you want to play well. But it also fires up the other team. You know, Kenny said when David Robinson got the MVP, it pissed Hakeem off, and Hakeem lit him up for 46?
47.
Yeah, 47. So, you know, but you know what? You just want to win the game. But it is a distraction. It's an unbelievable thing, but it fires the other team up. I think, if I remember correctly, we lost to Seattle the night I got mine in game 2. Because, like I say, it's just a bunch of distractions, but it fires the other team up.
I think the one thing, so funny how you said, Charles, you remember that night and how great it was. I remember the night when Hakeem got it and how great it was. I got chills watching Kobe get it because when it reminded me of when Hakeem got it. And you talk about being in a team award. Hakeem Olajuwon, if you go back to any tape or any picture, he would not take the award. So he brought all of his teammates out, and Otis Thorpe had to actually pick it up. So when you look at the video, Otis Thorpe is holding the MVP, and Hakeem is kind of standing in the background because he didn't feel comfortable taking an individual award, and he said it was for the team, and that was a great moment for us, knowing that how big and how special we thought we.
He really didn't mean that though. He didn't let Otis take the trophy.
He didn't take it home though.
Hey, so Kobe wants to. There it is. As a matter of fact,
David Stern's getting better looking with age.
I'm sure he appreciates that. You know, Kobe says, you know, he wants to get the party started here. Utah obviously wants to crash the party. For Utah to tie the series, what must they do tonight? Just
shoot a better field goal percentage. You know, they killed them on the board. They out-rebounded them by almost 20. They dominated the boards, but they got to make some shots. At some point, Ernie, the game comes down to making shots. Like I say,
and that guy has not been making many of them. Carlos Boozer
but
is
you know what?
way down.
Him and Mehmet Okur are going to be the key. They're a lot more physical than the guy from the Lakers. If those two guys play well, Utah's going to have a chance.
Well, I think the one thing you got to see is the versatility of those forwards. You know, if they start bringing Boozer away from the basket, taking him off the dribble, and also you see those slicing, dicing cuts to the lane by Pau Gasol, it's another Laker win.
The Lakers are postseason perfect, having swept the Denver Nuggets and then winning Game 1 against the Utah Jazz. They'll try to run it to 6-0 tonight against a Utah team trying to go back to Utah with a split. Let's get to Staples Center for Game 2 between the Lakers and Jazz. Kevin Harlan with the call.
Just point out the bounce. Show me the bounce. Yeah. Just point out the bounce. Yeah. Timbo King. Yeah. Young Holy King. Yeah. Just point out the bounce.